So the 6th level in GoldenEye 00764 takes place in a missile silo, and it's a very interesting level because I did a lot of reading about kind of the beta of this level and kind of what they had planned, and I said earlier that this game was originally planned to be a rail shooter, but they had to change. But they changed that up later on and it became the more of a classic FPS. So what's interesting about it's very strange because they had planned a lot of things to make this level not so linear, but they kind of scrapped a lot of ideas. Like there are a lot of different doorways and elevators you can take to go up and down the different silos. But the thing, and so there's some evidence you can see that they left where those things used to be in the final, and I'll try to point those out when we come across them. And there's some little funny Easter eggs. And so on Agent, all you have to do is photograph a thing and minimize scientist casualties. Then on the higher difficulties, you have to also get some like collectible items. Yeah, and also plant bombs in the place. Yeah, it's a very interesting level. It's really linear, so kind of would have liked to see what they had in mind. One thing that I read about was that they originally had planned for you to encounter General Omura earlier in the level. Like you would have chased him through the silo probably, but they scrapped that. So in the final he just appears towards the end. And one thing that they wanted to do was have you enter through that ventilation shaft there, and you have climbed up this ladder. That's right here. It's really hard to see. I think I turned right there. That ladder, because you know, bonded ventilation shafts go together like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. Also, one of the few levels in the game with the Russian infantry model. It's pretty much the exact, like, it looks the exact same as the, what's it called? Russian soldiers, but with a palette swap. Being brown with black, with brownish beige with black boots as opposed to green with brown boots. So you have to intimidate these scientists and make them drop key cards to exit these rooms. Well, yeah, you have to plant the bombs here. On easy, you don't have a time limit, but well, once you plant the bombs, you get the time limit. But higher up, you have to have a time limit. Then you have like the action-y song, like doo 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 doo, song that plays when the cutscene happens. Like every level has like an additional song that goes along to when action-y things happen. You don't hear all of them in the game, just sometimes, but they're in the soundtrack. Okay, let me see if this works. There's a little Easter egg where if you go unarmed, I forgot which door it is. One of the silo doors will open. Like you can hear it, like when you go unarmed. Okay, maybe it's this one. Oh, see? Look at that. Isn't that nifty? So, I think in like development they had the idea of you know, you programming launches or something instead of just blowing it up. And I think they had it so that this level would have been like the launching of these missiles would have been a cover for launching the GoldenEye satellite. And they had some different weapons here for testing from what I read. Like the AR 44 or no, AR 33, the AR 15 XP. You would have been able to use that. And they had, I think they also tested this place with different character skins too. Like they used to have the Jungle Commando in here for testing. I think because they had that was the first enemy model they made, the Jungle Commando, which appears later in the game. See all these catwalks. Would have had so that you could take elevators up and down these. And there are certain catwalks that are inaccessible, and it's not sure how they would have been accessed at all. Then you see these kind of like these arrows. So there probably would have been elevators somewhere in these hallways. So I read it had a lot planned, but they, with time constraints and memory restraints, yeah, they had to really cut back. But all these guards do blend in with the walls. Pretty much the main purpose of the Russian infantry model is to blend into walls, which is very apparent in Egyptian. Ugh, levels of pain. Up. Oh, I keep forgetting that the wall thing's alright. Timers are on there. Oh, you pick up this data tape. Or DAT tape. Yeah, DAT. So Omarov appears later, and he carries a briefcase and a key card. And the briefcase, I think, is just called briefcase. I mean, if you kill him, you can kill him with the golden gun, the golden PP7, because he, otherwise he sponges bullets. Oh, guard there. Getting to the top. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so but the key card he carries, when you look at it in your inventory, it's just like a hyphen or a dot. It doesn't have a full name. So that key card may have been used to maybe set off a launch of the missiles or something. Oh, ran out of bullets in my PP7 there. Oh, yeah. Guard heard me right away. Drop your oh, yeah. Oh, they're fun. Alright. Whoop. Camera. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes weird, like it doesn't register your shot right away, so you have to move around until you get the thing to register as an objective complete. So there's Murmurov. When I was younger, I could never pronounce his name. I just had the weirdest ways to call things to call him, like Murmurov, and I don't know. I was a kid. And I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't see the movie until after playing this game, which I think a lot of people did. Cause, I mean, the movie's fine. I haven't seen it in ages though, but I've seen clips of it. Cards there. Remember when I was playing this earlier and I was not keeping track of time, and the thing got to 20 seconds and like the music started coming, like the intense music, and I was like, okay, gotta book it. So shove that rifle into your back pocket. Badass. Yay! Yeah, oh, that's a fun one. So join me next time where we get to go on a boat.